Hello students, in today's lecture we are going to understand the resolving power of optical instruments and that of grating. Now firstly, what is meant by the term resolving power? Resolving, that means in English you say to resolve or to see the capability of an optical instrument to see two nearby close objects as separate. Then we say that the image is clearly resolved. That means we are seeing them as separate. Then the ability of an optical instrument to just resolve the images of two close point objects is called its resolving power. That means suppose these two images you are seeing, they should not be overlapping each other. They should not be getting formed one on top of the other. They should be clearly resolved. That means you are able to see them as separate. This is known as resolving power of an optical instrument. So the definition is the ability of an optical instrument to just, not too much resolution, but at least you can see two different spectral lines. The images of two close point objects is called its resolving power. Now, what criteria has Rayleigh given, according to which you confirm that yes, if this criteria gets satisfied, I will see two clear images. So you have to learn this criteria because this comes in short questions that define Rayleigh criteria of resolution. Now what does Rayleigh criteria state? Before that, you remember that the diffraction pattern consists of a central maxima or the principal maxima followed by secondary maxima and minima. Now, when will you see the two images resolved clearly is when 2 point sources or equally intense spectral lines are just resolved by an optical instrument when the central maximum of the diffraction pattern due to one source is falling exactly on the first minimum of the diffraction pattern of the other. If this condition is satisfied, then the two images are clearly resolved. Okay, this is Rayleigh criteria of resolution. That means that the central maximum of one should be due to one source should fall on the first minimum of the other. Now have a look at these three diagrams. See, the first diagram, these are your two central maximas followed by secondary maxima and minima. The wavelength differences d lambda, lambda and lambda plus d lambda. So the wavelength difference here is large, sufficiently large so that the central maximum due to both wavelengths are quite separated and the two spectral lines are clearly or just resolved, right? Here the central maxima are separated and clearly the two spectral lines are just resolved here. Now let us have a look at the second diagram. When the difference in wavelength is made smaller, that means the difference in wavelength, this is lambda plus lambda, d lambda dash, this you have made it smaller compared to this and have a limiting value for which the angular separation between their principal maxima is such that the principal central maxima due to one source is coinciding with the first minima of the other. Principal central maxima due to one source is coinciding with the first minimum of the other. Then we say that the spectral lines are just resolved. That means from this point onwards, you can just see two clearly resolved images, right? Now, third condition, when the wavelength difference is now become very smaller, then the limiting value also it becomes smaller, then the principal maxima are now showing overlapping. They are getting overlapped over each other. And there is, and here also in this case, a dip in the curve of the two central maxima is observed. Here there is no dip, and the curve is appearing as if it is a diffraction pattern due to one spectral line, because now overlapping has taken place. Here they are just resolved. That means they are satisfying the Rayleigh criteria of resolution. Here they are like two different separate images, just resolved and overlapped, right? So this is what is meant by the term resolving power of an optical instrument and the criteria given by Rayleigh. Now, so according to your syllabus and the numericals you have to solve for Rayleigh criteria, they will be lambda upon d lambda is equal to n into n, where small n is order of the spectra and capital N is total number of lines on the grating. You will solve all numericals from this formula only. So for your physics theory, let us see, resolving power of a grating is defined as the ratio of the wavelength of any spectral line to the smallest wavelength difference between the neighboring lines, for which the spectral lines can be just resolved at wavelength lambda. So lambda upon d lambda, where d lambda is the difference between smallest wavelength difference between, this is the smallest wavelength difference where the spectral lines are just resolved. So quickly we will derive an expression for this, because we have to solve all numericals from this formula only. So let us begin. So actually now what are we going to do? We will derive an expression for resolving power, which is n into n. All numericals will come on this formula. Lambda upon d lambda is equal to n into n, where n is order of the spectra and capital N is number of lines on the grating. We are going to find out this formula. Let us begin. Let the nth principal maxima, let the nth principal maxima due to wavelength lambda be formed in the direction theta. Then the grating equation is A plus B, which is grating element, which is slit width plus opaque space, into sine theta is equal to n lambda. N is the order of the spectra. Let total number of lines on the grating, total number of lines on the grating be equal to capital N. Then the equation becomes n into A plus B sine theta is equal to n into lambda, right? Now we will put Rayleigh criteria of resolution, right? For that, let the first minimum, let the first minimum, which is adjacent to the nth order maxima, this is adjacent to nth order maxima. Don't confuse this line. I will explain you with diagram. See, this is your nth order maxima. This is the first minimum that has got formed adjacent to this maxima, right? So let the first minima adjacent to the nth order maxima be formed in the direction theta plus d theta. See, there will be a difference in the angle, but the difference will be small. So now your for this equation, your grating equation becomes n into a plus b sine, instead of theta it will be theta plus d theta. You can also write d theta n because it is happening due to nth order, is equal to m into lambda. See, here it is for single, here it is due to m lambda. Now m is going to take all values except 0, n, 2n, etc. Here the spectra will be absent. The first minimum adjacent to the nth maxima in the direction theta plus d theta n is possible only and only when m is equal to n into n plus minus 1. Only then it is possible. It is not possible on these values. So this equation becomes n into a plus b sine theta plus d theta n is equal to this much. This is the value of m. Now what we will do is, so our equation becomes this and one equation is this. What we will do is, we will write this equation with theta and d theta. So what does it become? It becomes n for nth maximum, for nth maximum of wavelength lambda plus d lambda, lambda plus d lambda, we have a plus b sine theta plus d theta is equal to n into n lambda plus d lambda. Nothing, don't get confused. See, in this expression here, sorry, this n will be here also, here, n a plus b sine theta plus d theta is equal to n into n lambda plus d lambda. That is all. See, theta plus d theta and lambda plus d lambda, because now we are taking the nth maxima, right? Now we have this expression. We will equate this equation with this equation, right? So we are equating n into a plus b sine theta plus d theta is equal to n into a plus b sine theta plus d theta. N into a plus b sine theta plus d theta is this much and this much. So we are just equating these two. So we get n, we are equating this. So this is one equation and this is, you are equating them straight away. Let us equate them, it will become easy. We are equating the two expressions. So we are getting n into n plus 1 lambda is equal to n into n lambda plus d lambda. What have we done? We have equated this with this. So we get this expression, right? And now you just open it, you get n into n lambda plus lambda is equal to n into n lambda plus n into n d lambda, right? This and this gets cancelled. You are left with, here you are left with lambda upon d lambda is equal to n into n. This is known as resolving power of an optical instrument, which is equal to the product of the order of the spectra into total number of spectral lines, right? And also you can write this expression in terms of theta also. Very easy. You can just put small n in terms of theta, and you can write the expression for resolving power. Lambda upon d lambda is equal to n into capital N. One more way of writing it is, see, one more way is lambda upon d lambda is equal to n into n. A plus b, the grating equation, sine theta is n lambda, right? So n is A plus b sine theta upon lambda. Put this value here. You get lambda upon d lambda is equal to A plus b sine theta upon A plus b sine theta into n upon lambda. Both are correct. Now quickly, this question is asked a lot. Give 2 or 3 differences between dispersive power and resolving power, right? So what are the quick differences? Let us do them with the help of the formulas we are memorizing. Dispersive power is rate of change of angle with wavelength, d theta by d lambda. Resolving power is small change of wavelength with our ratio of wavelength of any spectral line to the smallest wavelength difference between the neighboring lines for which the spectral lines are just resolved. Second, you notice d theta upon, we are doing all differences from the formulas we have learnt. We are not writing down too much theory. We are noticing dispersive power is inversely proportional to grating. Dispersive power is not depending, here there is no capital N in the formula, but here you notice lambda upon d lambda is equal to n into n. So total number of lines on the grating n is not here. So it is n is not here, right? Second, the dispersive power is depending upon grating. Here it is not depending upon grating. That means resolving power is independent of the grating element. Thank you.